morning, parents and my dear students. Welcome to Standard 2 English Literature class. This is your Gulmohar book and we are going to discuss Chapter 10, Owl and the Moon. Now children, this is a lovely story about the friendship between an owl and the moon. The owl imagines that the moon is a good friend of his. Though throughout the story, the moon does not give the owl any answer when he tells him anything or asks him a question. So, you must be thinking, then how do they become friends? How does the owl come to know that the moon is his friend? Let us see in the chapter. Children, one day the owl walked down to the seashore. It sat down on a big rock and looked at the waves. It was very dark all around, so the owl felt a little sad. Just then he saw the tip of a moon coming out above the sea. The moon went higher and higher, and after some time the owl could see the whole big shining moon. The owl sat on the rock and looked at the moon. Then he said, looking at the moon, "Moon, I am looking at you, and you also must be looking at me. So we should become friends." The moon did not answer. "I will come back to see you again, but now I must go home." The owl began to walk down the path, and after some time when he looked up, he saw the moon still in the sky. It's kind of you to light my path, moon," he told the moon. "But I have to go home now." After walking for some time, the owl looked up again. The moon was still there in the sky, following the owl. "Now, dear moon, you must go home, as my house is not very big and the door is very small for you to go in. Besides, I have no supper to give you." The owl walked on, and the moon kept following the owl on the top of the trees, sailing behind him. Now the owl turned around and told the moon, "Can't you hear me, moon?" He thought that the moon could not hear him. So owl climbed up on a rock and shouted at the moon, "Goodbye, moon." Coincidentally, the moon went behind the clouds. After walking a little while, owl turned back to see and saw that the moon had disappeared. "It's sad to say goodbye to a friend," he thought. Now owl went home, put on his pajamas and went into his bed. The room was dark. After some time, owl saw that his room was lit up with a silvery light. He looked up at his window and saw the moon and its light shining through the window on him. He was very happy. He told the moon, "Moon, you have come here all the way to my house to cheer me up. You are really a good friend." Now the owl was happy and not sad anymore. He lay down on his bed and went to sleep. This story teaches us about the owl and the moon, and why the owl thought the moon to be his friend, even though the owl was on the earth and the moon was in the sky. Because the movement of the moon in the sky made the owl feel that the moon was following him everywhere and cared for him. Now children, remember that this beautiful story has been written by Arnold Lobel. Now, coming to the word meanings of this chapter. Word meanings. Number 1, seashore. Beach or a place where there is sea, sand and rocks. Number 2, following. Going behind something or someone. To follow someone or something. Third, light my way. Shine your light on my path. Path means road. So, shine your light on my path. Supper. Supper is a light evening meal. Number 5, sailed after him. It means moved quickly and smoothly after him. To move quickly and smoothly after someone. Number 6, tip. A small part at the top of something. Number 7, lovely. Lovely means beautiful. Something which looks very nice, very pretty. Number 8, path. Path means road. Now children, read the chapter thoroughly and learn the word meanings. The notes and worksheets of this chapter will be uploaded on the school website. Thank you.